side.
So tonight, by surprise, we are at Gran Destino Tower. It just opened today. However, you are not going to be seeing this video for a couple of days, so we were here on the day it opened. We are starting at Dahlia Lounge, which is on the 16th floor, right next to Toledo, the restaurant that they have here. And I do have a drink, and it is amazing. And I do have a drink. This is the Espumoso Punch. I have no idea what is in it. I just know that there's some orange juice and some port, kind of giving it that red color. It is delicious. It literally tastes like fruit punch. But we are super excited because we are actually dining here tonight at Toledo, the brand new restaurant that opened here. And our reservation's not till 7, so hopefully we'll be able to stick it out here long enough that we'll get to see some fireworks tonight. There's a beautiful view of the parks. I cannot wait for this dinner. We have been seated at Toledo and we are excited to try some appetizers. Somebody actually sent a couple appetizers over to our table. We're not quite sure who, but we are excited because we got the octopus, which we were actually about to order. And then we also got some bread and tomato. So the two appetizers we do have right now, we have the tomato bread, which is garlic bread, crushed tomatoes, olive oil, and garlic. We also have the charred octopus with Romanesco and chimichurri. They're served with like little crostinis on the side as well. I'm really excited to try all this. We have some more appetizers coming, and then we're gonna order some entrees as well.
Nate's gonna try the octopus first. He's never tried it before. I'm going for octopus. Yeah. I like it. Mm-hmm.
I told Nate he was gonna like the octopus and he didn't believe me, but I was right. Anyway, I'm gonna try the octopus now. It looks really good. It's a nice charred octopus. That Romanesco and the chimichurri together on the octopus is so good. Perfect combination. The octopus is nice and tender, as it should be. This is something that has to be cooked very delicately, or else it can overcook very easily. Very good, and it's served with some lentils on the side. I actually don't like lentils, but the lentils pair perfectly. That like nice earthy flavor with the octopus. Very good. Great appetizer to start.
Going in for the octopus. It's nice and tender. Don't be afraid of it. It really has more of like a chicken feel. Obviously not chicken, but it does have a very similar texture and consistency to it that is nice. It's tender, balances really well with the earthy lentils, just like Taylor said. I like it. I would definitely get this again. I have got the Maylock strawberry hard cider. This is a cider that is specifically from Spain, so they obviously imported it here. Never seen it anywhere in Orlando before, probably somewhere else, but it has a nice strawberry smell. Wow, that is different. This reminds me of strawberry, I want to say bubblegum almost. It is really weird, and I really, really like it. It's very, very different. It only has a 4% alcohol, so be aware of that. You couldn't tell already. Nate's here eating with us. He actually had a reservation, and everybody say thank you to Nate. Thank you.
So I got the tomato bread here. This is basically just crushed tomatoes with garlic and olive oil. And it's a big piece of bread. I actually really like that it's crushed tomatoes versus diced tomatoes, because with the crushed tomatoes, I feel like it gets a little bit of a better flavor with the acidity and the olive oil. Plus, I actually don't really like diced or whole tomatoes, so the crushed tomatoes doesn't really make it feel like it's a tomato. It's really good, and the bread is very thick, so I had to take kind of a small bite because it was a lot of bread, but overall it's pretty good. So here at Toledo, they have some tapas on their menu, and Josh decided to get a couple of those. As the tapas, they come as like a bite-sized item. So for me, he got the chilled marinated mussel with saffron aioli. And it comes on this cute like little flattened bottle as the plate. It's awesome. And it looks like there's actually 2 mussels here on the little like baguette. That saffron aioli is amazing. If you don't know, aioli is basically like a homemade mayo. It pairs perfectly with the mussel, like that seafood flavor, almost an earthiness in that mussel with that saffron. Delicious. And then a nice crunch from this baguette. Very good.
This isn't going to be in last week's video because of how this is probably going to be posted, but I've always said that if you are ever looking to expand your palate, Disney is the best way to actually do that. And so today, for the first time on camera, everybody, I am trying an anchovy. I'm kind of guessing, you know, anchovies, probably salty. Manchego cheese is probably gonna balance that out maybe. So the anchovy and the manchego cheese, on the bottom of that, in between this, is a slight like little jelly layer. The anchovy isn't like overpowering. It's not too fishy, it's not too salty. And this like Heinz almond jelly spread that's in between the bread and the anchovy actually adds this really nice sweet balance to the bite. I really, really like this. The next tapas that I have, this single bite little appetizer, is a blue cheese, and it comes with a fig honeycomb like layer in between the blue cheese and the bread. I'm not a blue cheese connoisseur here, okay? I don't know the specifics, but usually like a really strong blue cheese is like a really good blue cheese. This baby's a little pungent. The reason that they serve it with usually like a jam and honeycomb is to kind of balance that out, make it a little less pungent. That's good. Typically when they bring out blue cheese, it's usually like in a crumble or like in a cube. This is almost like this is a very, very soft blue cheese. And I'm a little surprised, but there's a tad bit of saltiness in there. It gets balanced really, really well with the fig and honeycomb. And this is awesome.
So for one of our other appetizers, we got these Savory churros. We're really excited to try these because they look really good. It comes with chorizo, oregano, romesco, and lemon. Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. I was actually afraid it was going to be a little bit too spicy. Not spicy at all. It's got a little bit of a crust on the outside to give it you that like crunch, but the inside is so soft. And it's got like this powder on the outside. All those flavors listed on the menu, I'm not sure if they're in the romesco or if they're on like the powder that's on the churro. Because instead of cinnamon, obviously this is a savory churro. Oh my goodness, that romesco sauce, amazing. This whole thing of churros is gonna be gone, and there's a lot of churro there. It's amazing.
The outside stuff, amazing. Wow, you're gonna like that.
All right, I'll be the real judge of churros here, okay? I had the best churro of my life in Disneyland. It's different. It's not really a churro at all. It's really just fried dough. It's crunchy on the outside, definitely not spicy. There's a tiny, maybe a tiny bit of heat in there. Is there maybe a tiny bit of heat just right at the back? But I mean, other than that, it's okay. It's not bad. Okay, so for my entree tonight, I got the bone-in pork chop. Comes with a potato puree, Romanesco sauce, arugula, fennel, and lemon. This dish was $30. Let me start by saying this. Everything else tonight has been absolutely fantastic. This dish for me was a really big letdown. Pork chop overall was good, but it was really missing a sweet factor. Like, it was missing something sweet with it, I think. And the potato puree, to me, really didn't taste like real potatoes. I don't know, that's just, maybe they over pureed them or added too much of whatever, but it really tasted more like potato flakes, and they added water, and that's how they served them. They were not good. And I was really disappointed by that. And the reason I say that I was even more disappointed by that, because Nate, who's not here, so I'm going to speak for him unless he comes back. Nate got the red wine braised chicken. This is a $28 dish. Comes with grapes, sherry vinegar, and roasted tomato bomba rice. Probably the best dish that I've had in a really long time, as far as chicken goes. Because I don't really order chicken that much. Chicken, I think, at a restaurant usually is like pretty safe, probably not going to be very flavorful. This was absolutely amazing. Chicken was super tender, nice and juicy, not dry. And then you mix that with that bomba sauce, or the bomba sauce rice. Incredible. An incredible chicken dish. I would come back here just to get that chicken dish and a few of the toppings. And again, it was the cheapest thing on the entree menu, so kind of surprising.
The cheapest thing on the menu. And this is amazing. I'm like blown away, actually.
They took a very, very simple chicken dish and really elevated it to another level. It blew the pork chop out of the water. And again, I think the pork chop was just a little too plain for me. The best part was probably the bone. I could kind of gnaw on it and get some of that flavor out of it.
For my entree, I got the Manhattan filet. It comes with an olive oil, potato puree, grilled onions, dates, and a sherry vinaigrette. I got my steak cooked medium rare. It was a very good steak. It was seasoned very well. It was cooked nicely on the outside. Had a little bit of a crust on there. Now my potatoes were the same as Josh's, so they weren't anything like extra special, but I didn't really think that they were too bad, especially because I had the juices from the steak there and the sherry vinaigrette that was kind of like mixed in with my potatoes. So I thought my meal was pretty good. Just so you know, the Manhattan filet here is actually not a filet mignon. It's actually like a New York strip that is cut out to be like a filet. It's actually very good, and they do price it more like a New York strip rather than a piece of filet mignon. However, there is no fat on it at all, so it really does taste like a filet. It was nice and tender, it was juicy, it was very good.
Nate and I went outside to see if we could get like a good view of the fireworks, but really, since Hollywood Studios currently is not doing fireworks because of construction of Galaxy's Edge, we actually have a better view sitting inside at this table back here in the corner of Epcot and of Illuminations. And you don't really need to go outside. You can kind of just sit right here. I think a lot of these tables can probably get a half-decent view. There is going to be a slight obstruction with the Swan and Dolphin in the way, but not bad. They do have a room on the other side, which is called the Moonlight Room. And if you happen to be in there, it's for large parties. You can probably get a view of Magic Kingdom, but I mean, it's not too bad. I'm a little surprised. I think it's a pretty good view. Definitely, I wouldn't come here with the idea that you're going to have an amazing view of fireworks. So.
For dessert, we got the Toledo Tapas bar. This is a progressive dessert tasting with the flavors of Spanish coffee, crunchy chocolate, raspberry mousse, lemon curd, and then a cheesecake. Oh my gosh, the chocolate bar is amazing. Chocolate bar itself underneath is like a chocolate ganache, and then it has a crunchy chocolate crust on the bottom. And then it has 5 different flavors on top, which the first one is cheesecake, then there's a lemon curd, a raspberry custard, a chocolate, and then there's also a coffee chocolate at the end. It is so good. The rich flavor of that ganache in the bar. Oh, I love a good chocolate dessert, and this is a good one. And I love all the different flavors on the top. Oh, I just can't even. It's just so good. Oh.
I like that a lot. So I tried the coffee piece. Nice, medium kind of coffee roast taste. Really great blend of like a dark chocolate, kind of like a milky chocolate in there. Then you could probably see it where you really have to kind of push your spoon down through the bottom of that. And it's good. It's a great dish. It's very sweet, but I have a soft spot for chocolates, so it's good. So we just finishing at Toledo upstairs. A fantastic meal.
And it was opening night. Even though this is getting posted about a week after it opened, we did come here on July 9th, the night that it officially opened.
And I was actually really surprised that they did as well as they did. I thought maybe might be pretty slow.
So, yeah, sometimes there's a couple kinks they got to fix and figure out, but they did tell us that they've had multiple tastings in these upcoming days and, trying to run through everything. So yeah, I think they were pretty well prepared.
Yeah, other than we did have our waitress was a little bit slow, and The only other complaint I would have is the pork chop, but I would easily come back here and eat the tapas again, get an
Tapas was
appetizer. Like, it was good. This is a fantastic place. An excellent addition to what is being offered here on property.
Yeah,
And
an excellent addition to Coronado Springs in general.
Yeah, and whenever Star Wars opens up and they start doing fireworks again, it's going to be a great view for Hollywood
Perfect
Studios.
view of Hollywood Studios fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a beautiful resort. I can't wait to come back and just kind of hang out here at the resort itself. And I mean, tonight was a dining review, but I love this resort. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Nate, would you come back?
I'll be back.
So let us know, are you planning on dining at Toledo here at Gran Destino Tower at Coronado Springs?